Hello everyone. My name is P. So today I'm going to go over my PA2 implementing a Linux shell. So first of all, we're gonna check the single and double core. So for the single and the double core, they are simply similar, but they have some different. So for the the single core, the shell will not interpolate any thing, including the variable, the backticks. So no character in the single core has a special meaning, but with the double core, it's allowed the shell to interpret the dollar sign, and the characters have special meaning when used with the double cores, and before display they are evaluated. So next one, let's move on to the symbol command with arguments. So let's compile the shell, and now, so let's try ls. We're gonna list all the file inside the current location, and we do ls minus l and in to list from the admin directory that has many file. All right, and then we do this. We gonna try ls minus la. This should be same as the c, the one that we did. All right, all right. So let's try the ps minus aux. So and then this one is listing the parent directory, and when we call sleep file, the shell gonna wait 5 seconds and then get back. There we go. So let's move on to the input and output. No, let go over the code very quick. So uh, for the symbol command, so whenever you input the input line, so it's gonna pass to the split function uh, with this space delimiter. So whenever they see the space, they're gonna split into part, and then they're gonna store it into a vector string, and then path, and then convert it, and then after that convert it to the char array this part, and then pass it to the exact function. So let's move to the input and output redirection. So for the input and output redirection, I create two parts to detect for the side. If is this one, it's gonna be the output redirection. If it this gonna be the input redirection. Inside of that, I also use the trim function. So for the trim function, it's gonna delete the spaces at the beginning and at the end of the command and the file name. So they are simply similar, but for the output redirection, it's gonna the write on the file. So like you point the standard output to the FD, the new one that you just created, and then for the the input, from the we're gonna read from the standard output. So you see, we call it to upon the standard output. I mean, upon the standard input to the one that we create. So let's try it. CD. Let's try PS. So we're gonna put the output of the BSLX into the file called A. Look at A, we're gonna see that. So let's clear that. So if we wrap and then A, we're gonna read from A, and then if we wanna put all of that into the file called B, we can too. So cat B, you're gonna see uh, the output. which which is this inside the file copy. So let talk about the single pi. So for the pi, I just simply create the vector p part and split the input line with the pi character. So and then I also create the pi right here. So for that, it is inside the child process. I I want to like connect the the new one that I did. I mean the new one that I create to the standard output, and for the parent I do that with the standard input, and also I create a backup for the standard input. So whenever you call the pies is not giving you the error. So let's try to execute that. So like we do this. Oh, let's try this first. The single pi rep a. So it's gonna search for a. You're gonna see a and a dot out. And then for the two or more pies, let's try ps. So I'm going to talk about the AWK later. Uh, for a second. Uh, Let me compile first. Uh, and we sort. Right. So it simply say that we're gonna print the the first column, so it should be the root. Uh, so um, so whenever you see the IWK, I'm gonna let the split function to handle that. So whenever they see the AWK, they're not gonna split any space within the core. So that's why you're gonna have that. So let's try one more command like this. Uh, print this. And then we also sort, and we also wrap for the root. You see all the root displaying right here. So with the two or more pies with the input and output redirection, I'm gonna show you for this. Let's see, we're gonna put all the output of this command into the text uh, dot txt. So we cat that. So if we can do one more command, we're gonna read from the test, and then we pi them. And then we're gonna sort, and we put that into the output dot txt. Alright. We're gonna see that inside the output txt. We're gonna read from the test, and then we put that into the output.txt. So you're gonna see that. All right. So let's talk about the background processes. Uh, so for the background processes, I create a flag to detect if it's the background or not. So should be right here. So like we gonna detect if it's the background process found or not based on this character, and if it's the background process, I'm gonna push back the PID. If it's not the background process, I'm just wait, call away PID and then wait for the child process. So let's try. Oh, and then I'm got the it's called the way PID, and then the blue no hang flag right here. So it's simply the blue no hang, not wait for this process to finish, but it's look at that. So he gonna look at that and see if this process is finished or not. If it finished, he gonna rip it, and if it's not finished, he's not gonna wait for it. So let's try uh, sleep 5. So whenever this happen, it's gonna get back immediately, not wait for the 5 second. And then we do X minus L. So you see it's right here the zombie process. We cannot have that, so we have to delete that. So this is why we call the erase right here to erase that. So let's try. So you see it's disappear. Right. Um, let's talk. Let's move on to the last part, which is the uh, directory processing. So I also do create the part to detect for the CD. So if it is the if this file the CD, they're gonna like go to the place uh, that I want to go to by the this function, the chain directory. And then if we see the this minus sign, they're gonna go back to the last location before this. So let's try to compile it. So let's clear that. So if you want to go to the, let's for example, the PA2. So you see we in the PA2 right now. Now if we want to go to the home, so we are in the home, which is has my name on it. So like at the home, we want to go back to the BA2. We're gonna call it CD minus. And then we're gonna go back to the lab location before this, which is the BA2. So right here, we're gonna in the BA2. So we got some command like CD this, and then it's gonna like go to the the previous like the previous folder that we uh we went before get to the one that we in right now. This, see? And then we gonna this for this one, it's gonna stay at the current location. All right. So I think that should be it for my performance. So thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.